So we're gonna bring in our featured artist of the night. Craymo has been waiting patiently for a little while in our virtual green room, and look, he's been decorating his house behind him so that we don't see it all. How you doing tonight, sir?
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. So you're in Florida, and
Yes.
you've been around the music business for quite a while. Everybody can go read your bio, I'm sure, somewhere. They can type in your name, Craymo, Craymo. That's your artist name. Your first name's Craig, so we're calling you Craig right now, just so you have a name. But so, dude, what we normally do in this section is I just have you introduce the song that we're gonna play. Just kind of give your elevator spiel on your music, just kind of to introduce yourself to people. Tell us a little bit about December Rain, and then we're going to listen to the tune, and then we're going to come back and get deeper with Dave.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me on. My name is Craymo. I'm an indie singer-songwriter, and I write songs that hopefully will make the world a better place in some way. That's kind of my goal and my mission. December Rain is a song I wrote probably 25 years ago with my keyboard player, Paul Dinlatier, and it's kind of been collecting dust, as you say. A couple of years ago, I lost my mom, and it was always one of her favorite songs. So I wanted to do something in her memory. Her maiden name was Carol Love, so it's December Rain, Carol of Love. And it's a song about loving somebody who doesn't love you back. And my mom was always there for me through all my heartbreaks in my life. And so the song is for her.
Nice. Cool. So we'll be right back. December Rain, Carol of Love.
How can I see the warning signs when all I feel for you is sympathy? In my heart, there's a place for but you don't feel like I do. December rain, 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 December rain. If I believe in you this time, can I be sure I won't be hurt again? Don't wanna be hurt again. I'd be a fool, or would I be blind to open up my life and let you in? In my heart, there's a place for you. But you don't feel like I do. The snow is falling, my heartbeat is crawling, the cold wind is calling out your name. My love is calling.
Deeper with Dave, deeper with Dave. Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by.
Nice segue there from an emotional song. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Losing a parent's a tough deal. I dread the time when it comes for me. But yeah, I appreciate the words you said. Not my favorite thing to talk about. I want to just move on to your music, but I appreciate what just the dedication.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So first thing, I want to go over some terminology with you, man. It's I want to know what you think of the phrase indie pop. Is it an oxymoron? Because I've been struggling with that for 5 years.
Well, it's the thing that people think indie music. It's heavier. It's more rock. It's more punk. That's what people think indie music, but I'm
or
more
garage.
or
I think
garage. Yeah. Or that. And but I'm not that. I'm kind of a sum of all that because I have so many influences from mostly every genre because I was a DJ for a long time, for 20 years, and so my musical influence comes from everything.
Yeah, like so I built the website and everything, so there's like I do tagging and everything, and I chose not to do tags for indie pop just because I always felt it was like, like popular music means you're no longer indie, and it's like putting them together doesn't make sense. But when I listen to that's why I struggle with it because your music in particular, and maybe a few I've heard in the past, is like a perfect example of if you want to use that phrase because it's pop style music, but you're independent, so I guess it can make sense, but
when you break it down like that.
Yeah, sure. But so reading your bio again, I mean, obviously the whole full circle. I mean, you kind of joined Music Forte, which is a storefront site I built. Man, started in 2003. So I remember crossing paths with you like 12, 13 years ago. So this is kind of cool. But your story, man, it's like I want to just kind of dig into that and have you talk about it a little. It's like you graduated college, you moved to LA, and you started acting.
I didn't graduate college. I went to college, but it wasn't for me. So I went to California and went to do my entertainment thing. So I went to college, but it wasn't for me. I didn't graduate. But
when you moved to LA at that point, was your dream music, or did you just want to kind of like be in Hollywood and see where you can go in the arts or something?
When I was in high school, I got involved in everything. I was in the plays, I was in musicals, I was in the choir, I was in the jazz choir. I just love to perform. I love to act. I love to sing. But music kind of has been my I don't know, my inspiration for life and for giving back. It's music's always been there for me through all my hard times in life and through all my good times. And so I kind of want to give back through my music, and hopefully will help people get through their difficult times and through their good times, because I have songs that touch on, the human experience and human emotions.
Yeah. And just like, I remember a song you wrote about anti-bullying, just like really, really positive messages. And
being myself.
Oh, there it is, man.
Gotta promote, man. Gotta promote.
No, but Craig, so like you've won a bunch of like indie awards. You've licensed your music. You've been in movies. You've done all this different thing. Has there ever been a period where like that was your full-time gig, or you've always been kind of balancing with other work? Because you work at Disney now. It's like, was that the goal to like only just like write for movies, or like what are you just kind of going year by year?
It's a work in progress, man. It's like, you just do the things that you love, and hopefully you get to do more of the things you love, despite focusing your energy and your time on it. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, you said before the show, it's like something big's coming. What's coming up for you, man?
Well, December Rain, it's just since I decided to record this song, it's just magical things have been happening. I mean, I got an angel in heaven, looking out for me now. I won 2 back-to-back Worldwide Music Awards last year for Be Myself and for One Love, One World, which was Best Music Video. And that's a song about equality and world peace. And what was the question?
Well, it's just like, is the goal just to focus 100% on music, or do you like to kind of juggle different things in your life?
I do like to focus on music, but like I said, I just did 2 little short films. I did a comedy gangster film called Zippy that's coming out soon. So I've been doing a lot of things. I was just in a feature film called The Watchman's Edict. I had a pretty big part in that, and that's I think going to film festivals now.
Cool, man. Cool.
But I love music, and I'm trying to I would love to work on a series full time, just doing music for a series, and maybe music supervised too. I've done a little bit of that. So just anything involving music, I just want to be around, because it just inspires me every day.
Well, I'm going to say the website for it. It's craymo.com. You could read more about Craig. Where can people find you on social media?
Twitter.com @Craymo, Facebook, Craymo.music, Instagram, Craymo Music.
Basically, Google Craymo in the you'll
And then
basically
you'll find
all
it.
your
Unique.
stuff. Yeah.
You'll find me. I'm not invisible.
Awesome, man. All right, dude, such a pleasure to have you here, man. We're going to move on to the next tune, and we'd love to have you back, maybe as a critic or, if you have some new music coming through.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Thanks for having me, guys.